everyone, welcome to the second part of this series from Rita Berman's summer book. I'm just putting a pencil away that I forgot to put away. So it's from her summer walk book, and this picture is also in her what's the word I'm looking for, compilation book as well. I'm actually going to start by doing the little stones that are at the bottom. I'm sort of avoiding doing the shoes really. I have done this page before in my compilation book, and I really enjoyed doing the shoes, but I'm just, for some reason I'm not in the mood for colouring them today, so I'm doing something else. I'm just looking at the browns for our rocks. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use the brown fog first. This is from the skin tone set. There we go. I think this is the lighter skin tone set. And let's try and put these somewhere near the middle, because there's quite a few of them. I'm going to do them all the same. And I'm going to use the brown fog just on all of them as a base colour. Okay. So a fairly generous amount, and I'm trying to keep it even, but it's not easy, and it's not that important, to be honest. There we go. It's raining again, really quite hard. I hope husband had a good journey. He was travelling, I think he had about an hour to travel today, so it should be okay. He got his route all planned out and things. It might not be raining because he was travelling south, but that doesn't necessarily mean, and it's usually warmer in the south, it doesn't mean they get less rain. Okay, there is the start. Now those are quite brown. This is called brown fog. I have put it with my greys in my comparison chart, I'm looking for the dim grey. Here it is. It's a Cobra pencil. I'm going to use this now as well. So on each of our stones, I'm just going to hold my page down a little bit. We're going to sharpen. It's too blunt. I should bear with me. I'll get there. Okay. On each of our stones, we're going to make them a little bit darker near the bottom. So I'm going to run this along the bottom. Quite a few layers along the bottom, and then just fade it up to the top. So the very top only shows the brown fog colour, really, like that. And I'm going to do just the same on all of them. There are lots of different ways to do stones. You can do them all different colours, you don't have to do them all the same. I just think it makes it a little bit simpler. So my hand is really going to start to shadow the page, isn't it? Let's hold it down from the bottom. That's better. Yes, there are lots of ways of doing it. It's a very loud train. My son was saying he was making a video, and it was pouring with rain, and it was so loud in his room, because he's in the attic. It seems louder up there. I guess it's on the roof, he can hear it, and on his windows too, because his windows are in the roof. He's got the sort of sloping Velux windows. It's quite loud on them, and nobody could hear it, but there was a siren, he said, outside, and everyone heard that, because he does lives. People can tell him right away what they can and can't hear, you know. Now, I'm tempted to do a bit of the grass now as well, but I think I'm going to leave that till the end, because I might decide to do it in a soft pastel rather than in a pencil. It might be a bit quicker and easier. So I think we'll move to this little plant here, and we use a different set of greens to the ones we used for the other side. We'll do more of a mid-green, I think. I'm having a look at what we've got. Ooh, sorry, I'm shivering. So, I think I will start with the green glow. Here it is. This is from the dragon set. The dragon set don't show up. The colours are really quite dull. Like the Black Widow set, you know, the spider set, the the writing, the red print on those seems to be metallic, but this orangey print on these dragon ones is really quite difficult to see, I think anyway. I'm layering out quite a lot on this stem part, and then for the leaves, we'll make them dark at the bottom, I think, and then fade it up to the top. Like that, and just do that throughout. I was chatting to my mum earlier, and she's not a fan of football at all, or really of tennis, and of course we've just had the Euros, the football, where we were runners-up, we being England, and we've had Wimbledon as well. We get lots of tennis coverage, and my poor mum gets really bored. And I said, oh, you'll have the Olympics, because she likes I think I'm going to block that little bit in there. I don't really know what it is. Oh, I've just realised what it is. It's the gap between the shoe and the plant, isn't it? It should be background. Never mind. Done now. She likes Olympics, some sports. So I said, there'll be Olympics, there'll be some things you like. And she was like, yeah. She likes rhythmic gymnastics and what's the other one? Oh, athletics. Now, I really dislike athletics. I don't know why. I think maybe having to do it at school put me off. It was never a thing I liked, running and things. Just not for me, I'm afraid. Grub green next. I'm going to have a look for. Which set is it from? It is from the Scorpion set, of course. No, that's cicada. Is that it? No, that's grass. Oh, I think this is it. Is it number 45? No, that's not it. Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe. Oh, there it is. Grub green. It's the Scorpion. I will get used to my new set being my set. I was kindly, very, very kindly given the money to buy this pencil case to mix all my pencils up in, which was fantastic. And I was given the Monarch and Dragon pencils quite recently, and I just haven't quite got used to using them all together like this, finding where they are and things like that. But it gives you a bit of time to find yours as well if you're colouring along. So that's all good. You can see what I'm doing, I hope I haven't said. I'm just putting quite a thick layer over the whole thing really. Maybe not all the way to the base so that we've got a nice dark bit there. And then just working our way around each of the leaves. There we go. Now, that ladybird. Now, ladybirds I usually colour red. Now, we do have a colour called ladybug, but I'm actually going to use the colour bloodshot instead. I think it's a bit better. Just trying to find it though. That's watermelon. Must be this way. Is that it there? Yeah. The bloodshot is a dragon pencil. It looks quite orangey, but I think it's going to work. But we can always go over it with something else, or I can always go over it with something else if I don't think it's quite working. Now, something I have just noticed is that this flower here is the same as this one here. I'm not going to try and do it the same colour. I feel that that will be quite difficult to match it now after doing the other video. I won't necessarily remember what I did. And I'm going to leave that white bit there. I think it sort of looks like there's some shine, you know. I'm just fading this towards the top of it. I'm just going to overcolour down at the bottom to make it really intense. And then it fades off to the top like that. And then I'm going to use a slightly lighter colour. Where should we go? I think the fire or the dragon breath. Maybe the fire. This is a cobra. I think it's a little bit orangey, but I think it'll work. Give it a go. There we go. Now I think he would have a bit of shine on him, which we'll put in. You know, I said I was going to do a little bit of white on these at the end. We'll do that too. I'm going to start a little bit on the... I'm going to start the boots. Yeah, I'm going to do the boots before the flowers, I think, and then the colour will work better. In that, if I did the flowers first, I might not know what colour to do the boots, but I've got... Anyway, we're going to start with these bits here. I think these are metallic. I'm going to have a look. We have got a colour called cobblestone, which I think will do make it a really good metallic looking colour. I'm just trying to find it. It's a dragon. Is that it there? Yeah. Here it is. Cobblestone is the one with the silver base. Just give it a sharpen and I'll show you how we're going to try to make these look a little bit shiny. So I am going to sort of start at the bottom with quite an intense colour and then just fade it a bit towards the top to make it look like there's a bit of shine at the top. I'm trying to, maybe I need to come in a bit. Okay, maybe I should have come in when I showed you the ladybird, sorry. And here, look, so quite an intense layer here. And then less there. Just keep working through. Now, I don't know whether these aglets would be metal or whether they would just be a bit of plasticky tape. I'm going to think about that while I do this bit. Now, see, I don't know whether that bit's going to be metal. Maybe not. So just working through, and we're not going to do the whole of the boot today. I'm calling them boots. They're like pumps, aren't they, really? Or, I bet everyone's got different names for them. Yeah, as I say, call them baseball boots because they come up the leg a bit. Or you might call them pumps. Or don't call them trainers because I would say these are canvas. I don't call canvas shoes trainers. Oh, we've got one here, look. The lace isn't in it. There we go. Now, there's a little hole in these. This one's been filled in with black. And I'd already thought that I wanted these to be black. Just checking there's none on the opposite sides that I've missed, but I don't think so. So I'm going to grab a black. I am going to use the I'm going to use the flat black, I think. This is from the Cobra set. I mean, any black would do, really. But it is slightly different to the other blacks. I can't describe how. It's more like a grey, this one, really. It's not as dark. Like that. Now we're going to do the soles of our trainers, pumps, whatever they are. Now they look like, I was quite tempted to do black, but for a summer shoe they might be white. So I think what we'd do, because white is really difficult, we might just do them in a sort of grey. And I'm thinking the shadow is quite a good colour. If I can find it. haven't found it yet. There it is. It's a Monarch colour. I'm just going to sharpen it. I'll have to move the picture a little bit. Ooh. Just try to put my pencil sharpener down on top of my remote control. So, thinking that it might start a little bit darker here where it is near the other shoe. So I'm just overlapping that a bit and then make it lighter as we come to the front. And the same here, a little bit darker here. I don't want it quite as dark as there, but a few layers here and then sort of a bit lighter there. Now these bits, like the bits that are underneath, it'd be quite dark there, but maybe these bits not quite so much. So I was going to do it like there's a bit of shadow under the edge of the shoe, like that. So we can do a similar thing with this one. Oh, sorry, I've just got an itch. It's going to be so distracting, can't they? So layering up here at the back and then slowly reducing the amount of colour as we move along the shoe. And I think I do like the idea of doing a black, but for a light summery picture and a light summery shoe, it just doesn't quite feel right. But you could do it darker. Also, we've got two bits here. Like this bit, maybe this is a white bit and this is a black bit. Sometimes it's like that on a trainer, but I've kept them both the same. And again, under here, look, make these a little bit darker. There we go. I was just thinking I'd heard some noises in here that one day. I haven't heard them since. Then my son told me he thought he'd heard noises in his bedroom, but when I went to hear, it was actually just banging in the water pipes, because me and my husband tested it by running some water and he could hear it glugging through in his room. He said, that's nice. I was like, that's water. But he wasn't convinced still, but I was. So fortunately we've had no noises, no animals. Right. Now our shoes themselves I am going to do in blue. I feel like they could be like a denim-y colour, but we're not going to do those today because there's a lot to do. I'm not going to make this video massively long. I thought we could do the laces. So I'm thinking if I choose the blue that I'm going to use for the shoes, and then I could do the laces. I'm trying to decide light or darker. I think darker. So if that's my colour, I'm going to use the zephyr blue for the laces. It's quite a dark blue. It is from the Black Widow set. Just going to sharpen mine. Here we go. The zephyr blue. Now, are they all in shot? Yes. I'm going to keep it quite light. So lighten it up towards the top, because there'd be a bit of shadow on the lower part of the lace, like that. And then if we make it lighter as we go up, I think this is sort of almost an indigo, isn't it? Then it helps them to look more shapely, because they would be rounded, wouldn't they? Well, I guess you can get flat laces, but the way these are drawn, I just feel like they're rounded. Maybe I'm imagining something that's not there, but it doesn't matter, because I think coloured like this, it does make them look more rounded. trying to figure out how many videos this might be. It's not always easy to know. I often find I seem to make more progress towards the end, quicker progress. I think I naturally speed up a little bit. I don't know whether that's a good or a bad thing really. But I think I tend to choose the bits I like the best at the beginning, sometimes. And so I'm happier to spend more time on those. I'm going to leave more of a shine on that to make it look like it is covered in a bit of plastic. This one I'm going to make darker each side and just gently bring the colour in. Yeah, so I think because I do the bits I like the best at the beginning. I also chatter a lot at the beginning about what I'm doing and what I'm using, and that sort of thing, I guess. I don't know why I've run out of things to say. It's unlike me, isn't it? I think I'm going to have to make this my last video today, or else I won't be speaking. It's not very exciting, is it? I was thinking about the football last night. I actually felt that England improved bit by bit through the tournament, which is how you want to be, but they just didn't quite improve enough for the final match. And although our goalkeeper was amazing and saved so many goals, I felt, yeah, didn't quite have the confidence, I think, part of the problem is. But reaching a final is not to be sneezed at. I think it's easy to be disappointed and say they were rubbish when actually they're the second best in Europe. You know, they got through a lot of stages. It's pretty good going, you know. I'm just checking really carefully now to make sure I've done all of the laces, and I think I have. So I am going to leave that for today. I'll come out so we can see the whole thing. We haven't done loads, but you know, it's not going to be a fast. This is our sort of shorter videos. There we go. Oh, there it is. So we've done the stones, the plant, ladybird and laces. So we'll probably do the shoes next time, I'm guessing, but it depends how I feel, because it won't be today because, yeah, as I say, I've seem to have run out of words, so I shall probably record it tomorrow, but I think I probably will. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Hope that you have a really super day, and as I said yesterday, don't forget to check the description for links to the freebie downloads that you might need to help you, or there's tons of downloads, free things on my Ko-fi, so you just go and look and grab everything you can, why not? Anyway, thank you so much and happy colouring!